Hello everyone, my name's Cole, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to have a look at another starship that I built in creative mode called the SS Fungus. This ship was inspired by Randall's assistant Fungus from the movie Monsters Inc. just after he was sitting inside the Scream Extractor. This is a long-range warship and features 8 forward-facing laser guns, as well as a dual-axis, double-barrel rail cannon that's fed directly from the main reactor. This ship is designed to wage war across a vast empire and has a crew complement of roughly 50 individuals. I built this ship using creative mode a few months ago, and I just used creative mode. I didn't use any other tools like World Edit or MC Edit, as those haven't been updated to the latest release of Minecraft. I would say the ship's about 95% symmetrical on the outside hull. It's really hard to get symmetry without those tools. It really just requires a lot of, laying down a few bricks or a few blocks, looking and seeing if it's where they're supposed to be, and you keep doing that. So it took about a week or so to build, about a few hours a day. So we can go in and have a look here. We can enter in off on the side hatch here, and we end up here on the second floor in the main hallway. So there's 2 floors on the ship. The first floor has crew quarters and storage, and the second floor has other crew areas like the kitchen and the mess hall. So we'll go into the kitchen here first. The kitchen features an oven and stove combo, as well as a few food prep areas and a refrigerator, and a pass-through here into the mess hall. As I mentioned before, it's a warship, and it's designed just for war. So all of the entertainment functions happen here inside of the mess hall. So there's a few tables for you to sit and eat your food. You can pick up your meal right here, and other entertainment areas are right here. So you can sit and chat with your other colleagues, or sit here and read a book. But that's it. That's it as far as entertainment goes. There is no holodeck, there is no theater room, there's no games room, there's nothing. This is it. This is a ship designed solely for war. There are no science stations. There is no med bay. It's just designed for killing enemies. So I don't think this would be a particularly enjoyable duty if you were assigned to work here. But the purpose of the ship is to destroy your enemies. Across the hallway here we have a bathroom, and for the first time ever on one of my starships we have toilets. There are 7 stalls here, and each stall features a toilet and a roll of toilet paper. You can do this roll of toilet paper, if you don't know, by putting down a button, then laying down an item frame and putting a piece of white wool inside of it. There's a spot little here where you can wash your hands, which, no judgment, but you should always wash your hands after you do your business in the bathroom here. Back here we have the second floor of engineering. We'll check this out in just a minute here, because there's a first floor, and we'll enter there. You can get down to the main floor of engineering here by going down this stairway. So with this being a ship that's designed to wage war, they always want to put their spoils on display. And so you can see here into the storage room here, and this is where all the valuable all of the valuable spoils would be on display. There's a few storage areas back in here. This is not populated with anything. This is completely empty here. When I design my ships, I always like to think of what would this be usable in a survival world. So I always include storage areas. Little storage areas here like this, where you can just have chests to put things, and then larger storage areas like this one here and that one over there, where you can actually have stuff on display. So I'll always put in these shelves that have chests and a few furnaces and crafting areas, so that it can still look nice, but also is functional within a survival world. So back here is main engineering. This area features several consoles. We have this main one right here, and this controls the primary reactor core. So how much fuel is in it, the reaction level, how much energy, whether you're going to warp speed or whatever, that's all controlled right here. As I mentioned at the beginning, the main rail cannon is funneled directly from the reactor, and that energy distribution is controlled right through here through this console. These other 2 consoles here, this one's for managing flow rate, and this is where where the manager would sit. The person would sit here, would oversee all engineering functions on the ship. They would sit here, and as well as monitor the inventory in these chests right here. The second level of engineering can be accessed up this ladder, where there's another there's another heads-up display, and then this right here is the connector from the reactor core directly into the railguns. Now, this reactor core, I've used a new design here, and what I've done is I've stacked regular ice on top of packed ice, and I've done that all the way up, and then put water on all of the 4 sides and surrounded it with glass. And this creates a neat effect where the packed ice on the inside looks a lot smaller and is suspended inside the reactor core, which I think is kind of neat. So we'll head over here to the bridge. You would normally access the bridge through this access hallway, just a little seating area right here, and that takes you right through the bridge. We're going to go through this conference room here first, though. So in this conference room, we have this massive table, and this massive table is here for accepting the surrender of your enemies, or for planning your assault on your enemies. There are no peace talks. There are no, nothing like that. It's only for dominating your enemies, and that little console there helps with the planning. So here we have the main bridge. Before we look at these consoles here, we're going to go over here to the captain's office. Just a small room here. I thought about putting in the captain's bed, captain's quarters here, but decided just to keep it as an office. There wasn't, with how the side of the ship is sloped, there really wasn't a huge amount of room to put the bed in, and I didn't really want to have people meeting in here in the same room where the captain slept. So these types of desks they're my favorite furniture item to make in Minecraft. I really like the way that the dark oak looks next to hardened clay, especially red hardened clay. So I threw in one of these large tables to kind of fill up the room. Which I think looks kind of neat. All right, so on the bridge here, we have this first station right here, and this would be manned by 2 to 3 individuals, and it would be for the targeting of enemy spacecraft or ground installations, or whatever really needs to be targeted is all controlled through here. That information is fed to this console here and this console here. They control the forward-facing laser guns as well as the big rail gun on the back. The center one here is for navigation, and then this console over here, this is for monitoring everything that's on the ship. All of the energy levels, the shield levels, and the person who mans this console will feed all the information over here to our captain's chair. And in our captain's chair, we have this massive heads-up display, and this would have all the information of the current status of the ship, as well as how the battle is going, and all that stuff right at the fingertips so the captain can make the best decisions for winning the battle. And then you can issue commands through this little guy right here. So that about does it for the SS Fungus. This is a ship that was designed to wage war and destroy and conquer everything in its path. So I hope you like what you see, and stay tuned for the next video where we'll go over this wood-themed ship. Thanks for watching.